Hello, storytellers. It's Storytelling Ron, and this is a video. I guess I'll be making some more videos like this because it's exploding. And my point is that paganism is exploding today and becoming a cultural acceptance. And what is paganism? It's where they pray and use black magic or white magic to have power over others, exploit others, control others. And this isn't a video about supporting Trump or anything, but they had a whole network of them hexing Trump back in the day. So there's that. Maybe it worked, for the election and all. So of course there's this creepy woman that is hoping to indict Trump and is the head of the jury or whatever. I'm trying to ignore all the onslaught of litigation that, in the New Testament, it says don't litigate, don't sue each other. But that is not a limiting rule for unbelievers, right? They can litigate and use the power of government to control our lives, your lives. They can use it as a tool, a weapon. They can weaponize litigation and courts to destroy you, even if it's just a disagreement. Whereas Christians, it says, don't litigate, don't use government to the heavy hand of government on each other. So it turns out she's a witch, or wannabe witch. Well, a witch is always a wannabe witch, or a pagan is always wants to be something that has power, they can tell the future, use luck, use horoscopes, whatever. And so For the Lord RPG is about. And look, here's all this stuff that she's into, Wiccans, and I am actually probably going to use this for the role-playing games. Hey, this is what you find. But For the Lord RPG in the Dark Ages is this. It's to expose this, because just as back then, today, the same thing is happening. The same thing. And I even read in Paris there was, in the 14th century, there was supposedly 30,000 witches in Paris. Witches. And that was I think that was the sorcerer ones, and there are more female ones. They've noted every Christian Inquisition in the other books, they've always noted that it's always women that are the most prominent in these doing these witchcraft. So this is what she has all of her other social media accounts are deleted or hidden, but this is the stuff she has. Anyway, so this stuff is happening. What is my game doing? My game is exposing this. It really is, and it's exposing it in the RPG culture, because all RPG games are about doing good works, about good versus evil, and mine is about being a missionary, planting a church, trying to get people to accept that Christ is the way, and it's fun. It's meant to be fun, okay? So I'm focusing on the fun aspects of it, and then trying to do little moral lessons or little teachings. And the teachings I'm trying to do are to show the players and remind us and the kids that this is what paganism really is, right? Like, for instance, they just had a really fun episode I just did last night where a gladiator, I think I might have mentioned in some other videos, setting that up, but I played it out last night and it was really fun. But a gladiator was following the Christians, found them, and basically wanted to kill them because they ruined his heroic career of killing people for entertainment. Killing people for entertainment was a norm in Rome. That was let me switch out of this because it's annoying. I gotta go over here. Okay, so killing people for entertainment was normal. What's wrong with that? Like Excalibur. Killing people for entertainment was fun. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that in paganism, in the mini gods that you need to prove yourself to. So this gladiator was going after them, and you have to watch the show to see how it plays out. But it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. Once I uploaded, it's probably going to be a while though, because I got so many shows to upload. I've got a lot of content, shows, and I'm trying to figure out what to do with it all. But so this is a video about how this stuff is on the rise. It's always been on the rise. It's always been there, but we Christians seem to be forgetting about it. We seem to be for I don't know. And it's one thing to separate ourselves from the world, but it's another thing to ignore it completely. And I don't want to ignore it. I want to go into the RPG. We need to go into the RPG world, and it's a mission field. We can't play their games. The point is, you can't go into their thing and give up your faith, because they want you to give up your faith when you go to play Dungeons and Dragons or any of the other RPGs. And I'm not, look, have fun, play the games, that's fine. But we've got a Christian RPG. We should also work on that and play it and check it out. Mine, though, is very unique because it's mission based. You're actually evangelizing in the game. There's mechanics for it, and I'm reading history and different historians, and I've discovered, or whatever, I figured out we have an advantage. We have an incredible advantage as Christians, and I implemented that in the game mechanics. We have stuff that pagans don't have. Some basics are like, do not fear. We have the Holy Spirit, and we don't fear. We know that as Christians. We do not fear demons or devils or possession. And there's no account of it in the Bible that Christians themselves were possessed, once they became a Christian. Now, I'm playing it so that you can get drugged or messed up and then maybe get possessed, but I don't really, it's really, the witches, who do they victimize? They victimize they have power over non-Christians, which can then, murder us or whatever, but then we go to heaven. Well, but we have that power. Also, another thing I noted that's noted in the historical books that I'm reading is that pagans have to use all this stuff. It's all material. They have to, material components. They have theatrics, and they have to have costumes and makeup and garb. Whereas the Christians just had their faith, and they just rebuked them, and they didn't need theatrics. I mean, the Catholic, the relics and the iconoclasm, or whatever that whole debate was, that was a big issue. And Catholicism kind of went with the relics, but in the book there, you don't need any of this stuff. You don't, in the Christian faith, you just need your faith. That's it to affect people, and to do the miracles that are noted quite a bit in there, and blessings and stuff. So I'm figuring that out in this end, making the game very simple, very straightforward as I can. So you only got a few pages of rules, but this is to teach you, your kids, about how the Christian faith, the missionaries go out and confront the paganism of the day and of today. It's happening today. So this is my quick little video on that. This is please join and turn this into a mission field, a ministry, to get us to play this and to invite people, or to show we got something way better and more meaningful and more fun and more silly and just hilarious. And we don't take ourselves seriously. We don't I don't know, man. I just really enjoy it. So watch the shows if you can, but paganism's on the rise. Witchcraft is on the rise. And it's all, as you can see, I'm looking at what I just showed you, but so For the Lord RPG is to counter that. It really is. In the RPG culture.